So every Christmas season, I take a look back at a Christmas episode that really meant a lot to me as a kid. We've done the SpongeBob Christmas Who, the controversial Ben 10 special, and this year I wanted to take a look at a show I've talked about a lot, but not recently, TMNT 2003. This show really had it all. Incredible action, fantastic voice acting, suspenseful plots, and gripping animation. It also tackled a lot of different holiday episodes, from Halloween to Christmas. Today let's take a look at the Christmas Aliens, the Christmas special from season 3 of the show, which seemed like a completely different episode from everything surrounding it. I actually tackled this review more than 9 years ago when I just started this channel as a prepubescent young whippersnapper.
Be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. This is brought to you by A.S.K Christmas for fun jolly videos for a short time. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
I think I've gotten slightly better at reviewing since then. Slightly. So I think it's about time to revisit this episode and rekindle some of that holiday spirit with an undeniable classic. Let's do this. The episode starts off with the classic TMNT exposition prelude, as Mikey tells us the plot as a Christmas song. I love the comic booky vibe this show had, particularly in season 3, and how they were willing to take risks and show off in the storyboard department. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I got distracted by the epic theme song again. This episode changes the typical flow of TMNT, with Mikey being front and center as the lone turtle out in the streets, with no mask either.
Sorry, mister. I wasn't aiming at you. I was trying to hit Jimmy.
Tell you what, kid. Let me borrow your sled for a bit and we'll call it even.
Do they not see his eyes and clearly green skin?
Cowabunga!
Cowabunga?
Wait till you hear Booyakasha. Mikey finds a little cat and adopts him, stuffing him in his jacket and taking him with him. Back in the lair, everyone's decorating for Christmas. Splinter makes his little origamis, Casey brings the tree.
Thanks for all your concern. I didn't break nothing. I just had a huge stone elevator door slam shut on my head. Ugh!
Yeah, you're lucky it was your head and nothing important.
The Casey Raph dynamic in this show has to be up there with my favorite character dynamics. Right up there with Ben and Kevin and Ultimate Alien or Squidward and Patrick.
Come on, it's Christmas Eve. Even Mikey couldn't get into trouble on a night like tonight.
No, don't say that. Now we have to expect the jinx.
And of course, they're sold out of the little orphan alien dolls. Boy, those things just won't stay on the shelf.
Wait till the kids in this universe get a hold of TMN 2003 action figures. Of course, right behind this alley, some thieves are stealing the hottest toys in the store, which were supposed to go to children in need.
Just imagine how much we'll get for these things on the internet.
Yeah, I'm sure the kids on dial-up internet will be lining up to get a hold of the little orphan alien dolls. Mikey beats the crap out of them, but they make a getaway on the truck. But he hitches a ride.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry bumpy Christmas!
What did you say? Back at the lair, we see the little Christmas traditions shown in tidbits, making this a really memorable and wholesome Christmas experience. You know, trimming the tree, licking the dessert bowl, and Raph does it all here. My favorite turtle being Goofy? Love it. Anyway, Mikey confronts the thieves in the truck and defeats 2 of them pretty easily. The driver makes his getaway after calling someone, but Mikey manages to get hold of the back door, just barely. So convenient he had these little spikes to grip the truck with. That can't feel good in your back pocket though, I'd imagine. This idiot drives into a dozen other cars on the road. Damn, can't be a good Christmas for them. Mikey manages to climb the truck and finally grabs the last guy, throwing him out. Literally onto a cop's windshield. Hey, it's Peter Laird. The lowlife's other friends come in this shiny sports car, and Mikey, now driving the truck himself, has to play chicken with them. But no one told these bozos that you can't bring a sports car to a truck contest, or however the expression goes.
He ain't gonna stop! He ain't gonna stop!
I love when they repeat the same line twice.
That's not good. Okay, that's not good!
Starting to become a more noticeable trend, ain't it? The animation here is just stellar, with Mikey driving haphazardly, the shining headlights, the moving streaks on the car. You can tell a lot of effort went into the scene.
What should I do, Clunk? It's what James Bond would do.
Wait, so if James Bond exists in this universe, why do the kids need to buy little orphan dolls or whatever they're called? Surely they can get some cooler IP toys. I wonder which James Bond Mikey would say is his favorite.
Not that close. Not that close!
Again with the repeating. Nice perfect Tetris landing though.
Nice driving, dipstick.
Love when they made up half swear words to use in the show. With the show, let's go back to the lair. This is really what this episode's about. Aside from the Mikey shenanigans, which are pretty standard for this show's fight scenes, the Silver Sentry and the Professor come in, and man, it's just great to see everyone in a reunion like this. We see Angel, Damio, Usagi, and even Jen. Don't these 3 live in an alternate dimension or whatever? They cared enough about Christmas to visit these guys? Their Earth isn't even number 1 for them. It's 3rd Earth. Not complaining though. We get a funny little mistletoe scene with Casey and April, but I wish April was just a bit nicer to Casey here. Silver Sentry destroys Casey at arm wrestle, then with Raph too, but April destroys him, which is pretty amusing. Them breaking it for cookies was pretty funny too. And Casey's face animation when he reacts in this shot always made me laugh. Why does he look like that? We even see Splinter interact magically with Master Yoshi, which I found really tasteful and sweet. But the list of guests seems to end there. Is this really the whole dinner table? Are there a lot of friends and allies missing from the table? More family, the Guardians, the Utroms, Nobody, etc. Would have been nice to get a few more characters here, even if they didn't get a huge appearance. Back to the action, Mikey rams through police barricades in a sad little anti-hero scene as he drives away apologizing. He later outruns them all as they pile onto each other. Cops, as usual, are absolutely useless in this show, but in this case it pays off for our turtle. As everyone at the table patiently waits for Mikey, he glides through the city. And man, I love this animation and music, and the whole vibe is just next level stuff. So much nostalgia. Finally he arrives, and everyone's mad at him for being late.
Remember, this is supposed to be a season of giving.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about giving you a well-seasoned smack upside the head.
Never change, Raph.
It's a time not to think of ourselves at all. And I have just the ticket.
Hey, they better have still eaten that food. It sounded damn good. And so they all dress up and go to the children's home mentioned earlier and give the presents out. April kisses Casey. Everyone's happy. Splinter being Santa was not on my bingo card. Loki almost gave me a heart attack though. Overall, a very wholesome episode that didn't sacrifice on action, but told the story in a packaged and humble manner. As a Christmas episode, it holds up to this day and remains a personal favorite for me. Very nostalgic. Do you agree? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts on the episode in the comments below. Leave a like for me, and subscribe to the channel to help me out. Come on, it's Christmas. Love you guys. Merry Christmas, and I got one more special video coming before 2026. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one.